So hello and welcome one and all to the chills and hopefully the thrills of this snowy evening. Teams here passionately supported, but this is going to be a testing evening. The conditions will require of them something just a little bit more. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Diatta gets a cross in. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Ceballos. Looking for the run. Ceballos. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Ceballos gets a good foot in there. Kamara. And here's Brahim Diaz. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Balogun is sharing after that one.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Kamara. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the finish! It's there!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't.
Real chance! They've scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Tese did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, what a mistake! Balogun takes a shot! Goal! Monaco! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Monaco take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Bellingham. Van der Sar calmly anticipates. Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Now it's Diatta. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dani Ceballos. And that is a little undercooked. Aimed beyond the defence. Look, can he finish?
That, Peter, is what...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Nicely aimed pass. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's a little off target. Now it's Balogun. Well, that looks a decent ball. No, that's been intercepted. And the whistle goes for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied, it was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible. But when...
Goes for a shot! Taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And he's intervened well there. Nicely weighted ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Monaco clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Can he get it through?
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
It's a pretty loose pass. Camara. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Bellingham.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Good ball, good take. Oh, this looks sharp. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Minamino. Golovin! Golovin! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde, and it's been played through, and he was quick to react. Oh no, what has happened here? Teze, pressing high and with purpose. Minamino. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Carvajal could move up a gear here. Golovin, given the lift of his goal, threads one in, and that's a good-looking ball. Well read, nice interception. Valverde, Brahim Diaz. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking to play him in. And it's Carvajal. Now it's Minamino. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Golovin. Here's Chouameni. That's a delicate pass. Salisu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And the pass is intercepted. Nice-looking ball. That's been cut out, well played. Vanderson. Zakaria. And it's Minamino. Well timed, excellent interception. That has been cut short. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Brahim Diaz. He's found a way through. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shot a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Monaco grab a 3. Oh, shooting chance! And we have our very first corner. Madrid could have here their final chance. Corner number 2 then. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Decent chance! Oh, brilliant save. Corner number 3 coming up. And he's there to clear it. Monaco have the chance to go the other way. That is good alertness. Goulet.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Minamino. Looking for options for movement. Chouameni. Goulet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time once more to lose ourselves in these superb scenes. Just feel it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And he was quick to react. And they're back on the ball again. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially...
And the finish! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Passing is crisp and sharp. Carvajal. And here's Endrick. Oh, this is a great position. Big chance! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is on his own. Teze plays it long. Now it's Endrick. Teze spots it and intercepts. Now it's Minamino. He's in a great position here. Balogun showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Minamino. Brahim Diaz. Carvajal. And that could set him on his way. Balogun. Now it's Camara. A lot of space ahead of him. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he's lost his man here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid have themselves a chance from the spot. Radetzky, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Brahim Diaz. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zakaria. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Valverde looking to play him in, and he's worked it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Golovin. Balogun. Can he spark a counter here? And there's green grass ahead of him. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's an imaginative pass. Good read, needed to be.
There will be 1 minute
It's clear to
added
see
time.
that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's been played through. Could be danger here. Tries a shot! They've scored! And they are right back within touch! And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Madrid head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And the game has already resumed here. Now it's Mbappe, pinches it off him.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Well, that's beautifully weighted, and he welcomes it in. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a good ball. And they're quick to get it back.
Balogun really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shot could be on. Endrick. Ostiata! It's bounced back off the post. Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
Diatta really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Camara. Minamino. Camara. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. Now
The
it's
attendance for
Endrick.
this match was
He might be in here! Stood up well to
51,832.
him there. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Diatta. Steep. And he shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Monaco can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Now it's Mbappe. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Ansu Fati. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Now it's Balogun. Endrick has created one goal already. Pogba. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's nice. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Here's a decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Balogun clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Endrick. The ball has bounced loose now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now this could be a chance. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Fati had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Akiush. Great vision. He's got away, and the shot! He's got a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Monaco really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Driving forward. It's a searching pass. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Pogba. Oh, perfectly measured that. And we're done. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
These high, steep stands at Signal Iduna Park really do create an intimidating environment for every visiting side. And as you can see, we've already started here. And he is slightly undercooked. Real chance! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, shoots! Sticks it away! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Speed of thoughts, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vanderson. And it's Minamino. And it's Camara. Golovin. Now it's Minamino. Minamino was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Minamino. Ceballos. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Salisu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he get it through? And the shot! Goal! Monaco! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep...
Goes for a shot! That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he was quick to react. And it's made its way to him. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, played right into his path. And he shoots! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
That's Valverde.
Oh, really well played.
Tries to play it through.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pinches it off him. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Endrick. Now it's Endrick. He might be in here! Takes a shot! He's scored! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Mbappe really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Chouameni, Brahim Diaz. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Golovin, Minamino. Alaba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Ceballos. Referee has just said play on. Kamara.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Ceballos. It's come to nothing. Zakaria. Looking for options for movement.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, it's a great ball here. And the whistle goes for half-time. Madrid are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. And neither side holding back here.
And
it has been quite a half,
today,
this.
Please take some time out to give your
Quite a
support
half.
to our
More of the same,
devastating
please.
front.
Score at the interval, 2-2.
Substitution in progress.
And so we're off again. Madrid come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a
Shot, surely! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Monaco get themselves into the lead. This looks promising. He's in a good position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Zakaria does really well to win the ball there. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Monaco appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Ceballos. Brahim Diaz. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Minamino. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Balogun. Alaba gets it clear.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that pass isn't the best. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Look at the space here. There's the shot! Really well taken goal.
Substitutions taking place.
Madrid making consecutive changes here. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Golovin. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Camavinga. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Nicely weighted ball. Minamino receives it in a good position here. Rodrigo. Tchouaméni. So what can they make of this? Salisu. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Picked out brilliant. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Substitution for Monaco, number 15.
Monaco choosing to make the first change. Monaco go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
22.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Number 8, Pogba.
Mbappe. It's a searching pass. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Number 27, number 31.
Forwards and with intent. Pogba. And Sufati. Oh, that's well spotted. Tchouaméni. Now it's Rodrigo. Bellingham. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Rodrigo. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Ansu Fati. Pogba. Good ball over the top. Pogba is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Camavinga. That has been cut short. Mbappe. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. And he's straight offside. And that is that. Madrid can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?